We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night.
When the judge announced Durk's release date, he fell to the floor. This is because the police created a new evidence file titled The End of Durk Banks, with evidence relating to Durk even playing a role in the passing of King Von. To understand his release date, it's important to know the new evidence against him, which begins with OTF Vonnie's father snitching out his son and Durk.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him. Was it open? It was his exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? Yeah. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von before he died.
As in these files, they even have clips of academics asking Vonnie's father why Durk would want King Von gone. Where the police noted at the time of Von's passing, Durk and him were facing a case together, where it ended in a private settlement, meaning there's a high chance Durk made a private deal with the feds, putting the crime on Von.
Why would Durk want Von?
Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table when I pass you up? Don't nobody want their chief spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting
Dude was a slack. Dude was a. He was signing the boys. He was a. Von wasn't no slack.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that, which was interesting.
I mean, come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He had a public defender."
This is then when a tweet went viral reading, Vonnie's dad leaking that Durk had Von dealt with is making me wonder why Durk suddenly goes on IG Live when he's connected to someone passing. He went on live the minute when Von, Lolpab, and FBG Duck passed away, which makes fans believe Durk uses IG Live as a live-action alibi. However, Vonnie's father is upset that his son turned federal. It was tweeted, Vonnie's father reveals Vonnie allegedly orchestrated Lil Pab and King Von's.
Oh no, he ain't take my rights. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches of paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages, like that's.
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
Cause that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and and with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell it just like you orchestrated Lil Pab. You orchestrated this, and guess who you work for?
Vonnie's father is from the street where if someone snitches, then you can snitch on them, and he didn't hold back. It was announced, Chicago rapper Durk's sister-in-law calls King Von's cousin OTF Vonnie a rat and snitch amid Durk's M for hire case in an Instagram post. As in court today, his file was updated, showing he's no longer in Bureau of Prisons custody, meaning he's been released from jail, likely on house arrest. Vonnie got his hands on a cell phone and texted someone close to him, who then flipped on Vonnie, leaking everything. OTF Vonnie texted, "Yeah, I'm trying to plea out to a 32, which is the base for M for hire. Max is 43, which is life. I'd get -2 points for plea, -1 point for early plea, -2 points for no background, so I'll have 27 points, which is 5 to 7 years. It's better than that. I can't go to trial, might get an elbow. Don't want them to do me like them other boys." When saying I don't want to get got like them other boys, he's referring to Jam, but more on that later. However, I have the answer to why OTF Vonnie snitched, and let me explain. In OTF, there are 3 main guys left: Durk, Vonnie, and Didi. It was just announced the new Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk Durk and OTF members has changed this case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal. This raised the question of what Ted said to the feds, because Ted is also known as Dee Dee's brother, who is Durk's main hitter, and the two of them are related to Vonnie. Ted was picked up by the police at a local convenience store when he had a firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really?
Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At this moment, Ted was driven to the police station. Before he got inside, Ted had tears streaming down his face, and he told the officer, "I'll tell you all about the passings," as he hoped not to be placed in jail, but it was too late.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Being placed into the waiting cell, Ted is seen crying his eyes out, wanting nothing more than to rat on guilty street members he knows of and be taken out of jail.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
We can see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a buzz of prison. Relax.
Give me no, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With Dee Dee being his older brother, when there was news of someone snitching with their family's last name in court paperwork, everyone believed it was Dee Dee, when it was really Ted the whole time. With Ted and Vonnie snitching out, it seems like their family sat with them and convinced them not to throw their lives away. But while they snitch and make their situations better, Durk's is only getting worse. In case you missed it, the news reported Chicago rapper Durk was involved in an altercation inside jail this morning, which resulted in Baby tweeting, "I don't care about nothing else other than Durk right now. Free the bro." As the streets connected what really happened, as it begins with the report of Durk's day one homie Gleesh passed away last night in Chicago, meaning several members of OTF are being targeted. This raises the question of who would want revenge against OTF. Fans even noticed that on the same day that OTF members were being dealt with, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim released interviews. They both say the same thing and were released on the same day. Many think it's a coincidence, but others believe it was a way for the feds to not investigate them for putting a hit on Durk, as Lil Tim said.
No, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f him and shit like that, cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
As this led to Quando saying the same thing, and that he wishes the situation had been handled differently.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out, or whatever, like that. Could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Two ops of Durk doing an interview on the same day, praising Durk and wishing things were handled differently definitely doesn't seem suspicious. But many believe they acted fast on Durk because he's about to be released from jail. To understand when, it's important to know the news of words from Durk's father have Durk being released on bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made an offer so great the judge couldn't refuse it.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you, and inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
as the prosecutors dropped evidence against him, which gave him a release date. The news wrote, today Durk's court hearing had the prosecutors telling the judge they are willingly throwing away evidence against Durk, but they read it out loud during his court hearing in front of everyone. Wonder how this affects the rest of his bond hearing. As they read out the lyrics in court, told me they got an addy go, they got the location go. Look on the news, see your son screaming no, no.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
This was a very corrupt and wrong way of dropping evidence right before Durk is trying to receive a bond. Charleston White would even react.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
This is because what Jam provided to the police, as it reads, over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio recordings, video surveillance, and 20,000 pages of reports, are currently being processed for discovery, as OTF Jam supplied them with the evidence. A court update reads, the feds believe Durk paid to get these 2 people dealt with. Number 1, Stefan Mack, who got Durk's brother D-Thang. Number 2 is OTF Jam's baby mom, because she passed after Durk found out Jam was wearing a wire. Feds think Jam is the key to putting Durk in jail for all 3 crimes. An Instagram Live shows the moment Durk noticed Jam was wearing a wire. Jam was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering into it.
Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I used to have a dare. Architect. Having a who? I'm having a dare.
However, months before being arrested, Durk knew Jam was acting strange, with an interview saying, Durk has been playing 3D chess this entire time. He knew Jam was gonna cooperate.
I see from a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your cooperate.
As Durk would later speak further on this, saying he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives anymore and gives no information to anyone. You could tell how sad he is, knowing Jam's snitching.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the. You gotta watch.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play. I see from a mile away.
I don't think people realize.
OTF Jam's the same man Durk gifted $50,000 to during this Instagram Live, then snitched on the people in the background.
You know what's name, but steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so big mama get the trigger, bro.
You see that?
Feed
for my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof.
Bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did in all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah. So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds investigated those in the background of the IG Live. They were the same guys who went jewelry shopping with King Von and are the same suspects who were responsible for Lil Pab's passing.
Solitary stone.
We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
You got to be. What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Due to all this, they're pinning another M case against Durk due to Jam snitching. They showed the judge this Instagram story that Durk posted, which reads, for D-Thang, because it was posted only 30 minutes after Stefan Mack passed away. Alongside this Instagram story, where Durk laughs the following day.
Right. Hey, somebody always said, it's a laugh car. That's why they say slap Khan. Well, Lil Khan, that'll, yeah.
However, with all of this, Durk still has one last chance of being released from jail. Academics asked if Durk would entertain a plea deal. Drew says no, we're going all the way.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
They're going all the way for one specific reason, because Durk's lawyers are keeping a First Amendment argument in their back pocket, explaining that all Durk does online and in music is express his First Amendment rights.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.
It looks so good for Durk that lawyers online are saying he will be released from jail, just like Young Thug.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we look at is Young Thug. Down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, and it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released months before.
As he also went on to explain how the prosecutors likely don't understand rap culture. This has happened in many cases, just like Thug's.
Yeah, and I'll go out on a limb and say that sometimes prosecutors don't necessarily understand hip hop culture. It's almost like a text without context. So you got to really understand the time, the place, the audience. Sometimes they might speak in ways that seem direct to somebody that's outside of the culture, but doesn't necessarily, but can mean several things to someone inside the culture. So it would certainly be a flub, big time, right? But it wouldn't be the first time that such a thing has happened where somebody looking through the window, particularly of hip hop culture, doesn't understand what's being said other than their desired use of it.
But the feds do understand one thing about hip-hop, that everyone is connected in one way or another, which is why it's a massive coincidence that Brick Baby was just arrested. The news wrote, prosecutors delayed Durk's chance of being released on bond to gather last-minute evidence against him for the next hearing. Chatter of a new snitch is going around the courtroom, which is likely the arrest of Brick Baby. Last week, it was announced Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and others all arrested in a Rollin' 60s takedown. As it was then shared, lawyers and sources believe Brick Baby, who was arrested in the latest takedown, will snitch on Durk. The timings of both arrests make lawyers believe the feds will force Brick Baby to give everything up on Durk, as the feds originally targeted Durk for M for Hire because of Brick Baby. 3 years ago, he did a live stream saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for Von because they got Lil Pab." Once Durk was arrested, Brick Baby was on a live stream where he reacted to the interview of him saying that, which makes it look like Brick Baby got the feds' attention on Durk.
This is just it. 5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to alive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pab was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted.
But was this an attempted hit or
Well,
they
can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
God.
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
But Brick Baby said something worse, as the feds related Brick Baby to the lyric evidence of, told me they got an addy go, they got the location go. Because Brick Baby was caught saying he would have given Quando's location to Durk if he ever asked.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd up it.
Right.
The feds have him in lockup now, pressing serious charges against him, which will force him to snitch on Durk in the end.